Ladies and gentlemen, the world record for zombies has been broken. Let me say this very simply so you can all understand. Round 436, ladies and gentlemen, the new world record in zombies. We're going to be talking about how he did it. We're going to be talking about the nerfs that quite literally, as I'm recording this, are being figured out because things have been nerfed. The ray gun has been nerfed again. Some strategies have been nerfed, and I wanted to talk about it because I literally just as early as literally this morning, as you can see, I'm recording this at 12:32 p.m. at 11:22 a.m. Like not even an hour ago, an hour and 10 minutes ago. Treyarch, you absolutely killed it with zombies this year. I just had a nightmare. You nerfed the ray gun and Ring of Fire high round strategy. Please don't nerf the game. It's the most fun and engaging it's ever been going for high rounds. Signed, everyone. Pain. That being said, I just real quickly, we're going to get into this round 400 gameplay. Guys, the Self-Revive Club Founders Club Edition, everything here is going away forever in 3 days. So if you have not picked up your merch, we got the boom tee, we got the long sleeve sellout mode tee, we got the Self-Revive Club hoodie, and we've got the What Dad hat. This is pretty much your last opportunity to get this. So if you want to pick that up, go ahead and do that in the first link in the description. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. So a few things I need to explain. About what's happening here. Now, you might be confused and be saying, hey, Noah, it only says round. Also, first of all, huge shout out to Puffy Muffin. I asked him if I could use this gameplay. He said, yes, absolutely. So I'll have his Twitch linked down below, who's the current world record holder. Just absolutely nuts. Like, absolutely nuts. As you can see, over there in the corner, it says round 177. And he has this, like, added on text in red that says 256 plus 177. And basically, let me explain why that is. In zombies, there is a issue where the round counter is 8-bit. So when the highest number you can get in 8-bit is around 256. Why they've decided to do that, why that's been the case for like the last couple zombie games, I don't really know. But basically, round 256, once you get to it, it resets the counter. Round 257 says it's round 1, and then obviously you have super sprinters, you have super long rounds and everything like that. It's honestly super strange. I don't get why it's a thing. I don't get why it's happened, but that is basically how Treyarch has designed the round counters, that you have to manually keep track of how many times you go past 256. So right now, as you can see, he's on 177. By the end of this, he's gonna get up and you'll see how his game actually ends. But you manually have to keep track. So if you get to 256 twice, you have to just add 256, then whatever round counter you're on, that's what round you're actually on. And there's really no way to keep track of it in game because it doesn't track. You literally just have to do it manually. Now, so as you can see, he's on round 400 plus, which is just absolutely insane. Now, the even more insane part is that this strategy still works. The strategy that you guys saw me do for my round 208 run before I crashed, that was, as you guys know, very sad. He's using the same strategy. So the way zombies is this year is that essentially on round 40, right? We're gonna explain high rounds. On round 40, the zombies' health caps. I love that about the game because the game is all about like maximization of like, hey, you want to get the gun upgraded, the higher rarity does a little bit more damage, triple pack-a-punch, and then you can do like Ring of Fire, stuff like that to boost your damage. I really love the damage numbers. I think the damage numbers and the amount that you can actually like grind your way up in terms of like just making your guns the best they can be is super special, and I think it's part of what makes zombies so fun this year. Round 40, the zombies' health caps. Round 52, the zombies start super sprinting, and that's basically the last difficulty increase. Now, basically, as you are on round 1, the bosses do like half your health. When you're on round whatever this is, they do like 3/4, if not 4/5 of your health on one single hit. So the zombies themselves do more damage. They have more health, but everything caps off around like 50 plus or so. The only thing that gets longer, so as you can see, he just progressed around 178 plus 256. You guys see how that works. Basically, it's a method that is going to work forever. The only thing that changes as you get higher and higher in the rounds, the only difference between round 400 and 430 is that there's more zombies in round 430, which does make it more difficult because you run out of ammo, everything like that. Now, that's basically how the strategy works. This strategy is super fun. I actually love it. I think it's one of the most fun strategies we've ever had in zombies ever. I've tweeted out about it multiple times, as you guys have seen, that this is super fun for zombies. It's accessible for most players, and then the hardcore people can get up to like round 500 plus. You know what I mean? That's what I like. I really appreciate how zombies plays this year. Now, let me talk about the nerfs, because Treyarch has just put out a patch with a couple of nerfs to this specific strategy. Now, the first thing they have done is they've increased the ray gun tier 3 ammo to 10k. So if you have a ray gun tier 3, it now costs 10,000 points rather than 5,000 points to buy ammo for the gun. Basically, they have put the ray gun into its own class of not being a legendary weapon. It's not a like yellow weapon. The ray gun is now a mythic weapon, if you would, if you're comparing it to Fortnite. Like it's now its own rarity along with the dye, which it is. It has a different color in the game. It's different than getting a golden gun. It's like a yellow gun. It's like a tier above that. So that is what's happened with that. Now, the other thing in the ray gun costing a little bit more, honestly, is fine. Look how many points he has on this round. Like, you're not gonna run out of points based off like having to spend 5k more. The other nerf that they have done, and again, this just came out, so you might not, there might be more nerfs that we don't know about, but one that we have confirmed is that using the Ring of Fire with the ray gun and the ray gun only, if you use any other gun, it still works the exact same way. But they have specifically nerfed this strategy that you are watching right now for the ray gun. If you shoot as he's shooting right now in the Ring of Fire, as you can see, it's coming out of the stock of the gun rather than the main version of the gun. Like, as you can see, instead of it taking out of it the clip, it's taking out of the stock of the gun. They have nerfed Ring of Fire so that it no longer does this. So he's going to run for ammo right here so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Ring of Fire for the ray gun, no longer, no more does the Ring of Fire take it out of your stock for the ray gun. Now, has this completely annihilated this strat? No. Does it make this strat significantly harder? Yes. Now, I think my first reaction when I saw this is Ring of Fire strat's dead. It's over. That's it. However, I think if this is the only nerf that they do to this, it basically makes you have to care a little bit more. Like, this is definitely the easiest strat and the fastest strat for going to high rounds. Now, what I love about it is how fast it is and how it's fun. It's engaging. You have to be paying attention the whole time. You have to be managing the zombies. You have to know when to go for reloads and everything like that. But what they have basically done here is that they have said, we want this to be even harder, which I get it. I understand that it's weird for a zombies game to truly feel like people are this OP. You know what I mean? Like, it's truly strange. But basically my point of view and my kind of like reach, like what I want to stress is that this is the most fun zombies has ever been, and I don't want to see this all nerfed into the ground. I want to see the strat be available. If you don't want to do this strat because you're not good enough to hold the zombies, I think what happens a lot of the time with games is that in PvP everything needs to be balanced. That makes sense. But this is a PvE game. We are literally fighting against the zombies, and
that was less than 4 minutes.
Wait, what? He just said my name. Wait, did y'all hear that? Less than 4 minutes. What? I did what in less than 4 minutes, huh?
And that insta-kill basically saved me.
He said Noah. That's so funny. I'm watching his Twitch VOD here from his actual run.
If I don't have
dude, this is just my plea to Treyarch. Please nerf the bad stuff. If energy mine is trash, make it like a little mini nuke. Buff it up. If people aren't using energy mine, like people are running only this, it's because the other ones aren't as viable. That doesn't mean that this one is OP. It's a PvE game. We're fighting against zombies. We're not killing other players. Like, each one of these zombies isn't a player that we have to make sure the experience is fun for them. Whenever I get set up in zombies, I want to be OP. And I don't know if this is just me, but I have asked on Twitter multiple times, and especially with this tweet that I put out, The amount of people who are just saying like, yes, agree, amen, signed, everyone, like everybody is just agreeing that this is that they want everything else buffed. They want the ARs, they want the SMGs, they want the sniper rifles, they want everything else buffed, but they don't want it to be the case where the good stuff gets nerfed. It's fun to BOP. It's a reason that BO4, in my opinion, wasn't as successful, because it was hard to kill the zombies. It was incredibly hard to kill the zombies. And all I want, man, all I want is for this to be the last nerf to anything. I wouldn't even mind if they reverted it. The fact that you have people like Tfue, and in a million years I would never see going for zombies high rounds is going for high rounds. You have people who have never played zombies interested in asking me to play this strat with them and go for like around 50 with them. That never happens. You know why? Because the game needs to be a balanced around, like this game is made for people like getting into zombies for the first time. It needs to be balanced for that as well. This is a hard strat to do. When people like me or this guy or really good zombie players who have been playing zombies for years do it, it looks really, really easy. For the average player, they're not going to be able to do this strat. I guarantee you. I went into a public lobby and the guys still didn't even know how to do pack-a-punch. Average players need strats like this. It's fun to do. It's the reason Durreese is still one of the most loved strats, because it's a corner camping strat. And running around what he's doing right here for hours is not fun. So while I understand that the Ring of Fire strategy is really good, and maybe they want to stop people from going to these ultra high rounds because it's more chance of the game crashing and it makes them look bad, etc. Maybe it can be the case where you make it a little bit harder for a little bit and then you unnerf it. The amount of people that would rejoice and celebrate if it's unnerfed is insane. And I'm just praying, man, that this is the only change that was made. To high rounds, to this strategy, to just having fun with this. Because basically what you have to realize is that now, while he's just firing and he still has a full magazine, he's now going to have to reload for using the ray gun. And I think this is just another nerf on the good stuff that isn't buffing the bad stuff. Guess what? People are still going to do this strategy. It's not accomplishing anything except people still doing the strategy, except they're just doing it a little bit more annoyingly and hard now. That's basically what the difference is. What I would love to see, and there it is, by the way, and there it is. This is how his round 436 round ended. Absolutely devastated. He spent 25 hours. That's what I'm saying. This is the new round 200. Going for round 500 is the new round, because that's how long it takes. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, 25 hours. I love that round 100 is now accessible to other players. Please, for the love of everything, leave it as it is. I think it's one of the best zombie games in years. The core gameplay is incredible, and all I want, man, all I want is for bad things to be buffed, good things to stay where they are. Please let this be the last nerf. And please just buff the other stuff. That's my dying wish. And you guys can let me know in the comments down below. Be thoughtful, be detailed on why you agree with me or why you don't agree with me. I would love to have a conversation about high rounds. And F's in the chat for this man's game. Round 256 plus 180. What an absolute legend. Make sure y'all check him out in the link down below. Highest round in zombies, world record. And I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. All right, boys. Peace out, everyone. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and bye-bye.